Okay, well I'm streaming now, so go for it.
Oh,
Anyway,
the
let's
sweet summer child.
let's not start with the definition of what a nang is. Oh wait,
What
shit.
I was gonna start
What's
with
a nang?
killing things.
What's a nang? Nang is what you call your mother's mother.
Nope.
Oh, nana nang.
Nana
Are
nang.
you
We're
talking
just
about frangers?
what the fuck is a franger? Oh my god!
Wait,
Where are
don't
these
know.
words from?
You don't know what a franger is? Oh, sweet child.
I don't know.
Okay.
Supe,
Alright.
I feel really sorry for you, man. You're in danger if you don't know what a franger is.
Okay, Mr. Bromy tries. Would you care to explain what a franger is?
It's a rubber that goes on your dick.
Oh,
Are you kidding me? Really?
A franger is condom.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
that wasn't as fun.
That's kind of anticlimactic, if I'm being honest.
Can we look back to what a nang is?
Nitrous
Hi
oxide.
everybody, we're streaming
I
Phoenix
understand
Wright Ace Attorney tonight.
Condom
Yeah.
is such a boring word. I much prefer a protective ward.
Protective ward. Don't
'Cause
worry, honey. I've casted
Frank-
protective ward.
The illustrious Frankston used to be called Franger when I lived in Melbourne many moons ago.
That's amazing.
Isn't that the meth capital of Australia?
No, it's all gentrified now, so it's all hippie and
So it's the cocaine capital of Australia.
Gentrified.
yeah.
Hippies do cocaine.
What?
Hippies do cocaine.
Yeah.
No, they call nangs hippie crack. That's what the hippies do.
Oh,
Oh. We're really learning stuff today. I like this.
we have
Anyway,
I love
uh,
being the stoner friend.
Anyway, hello, welcome back to streams. I've been gone for a week and a bit, but it's nice to be back and talking to Mad Smack and stuff again. It's great. The band is good. We're playing this game tonight. Hope you're keen.
Who is Mad Smack and
Someone's
why are we talking
going
to
to
them?
jail.
Mad Smack is Mad Max's brother, and we're talking to Smack because his movie wasn't as good.
Oh, so Mad is the last name, so it's
Yeah.
reversed. Oh.
Yeah, Mad Smack.
It's like a. It's
Matt
like
Smack
Mad-
would actually make such a good streaming name.
Mad Smack Fury Road.
Mr. Smack Road Rage.
Mad Smack Fury Road.
Mr. Smack? Did you say Mr.
Wait,
Smack?
that's my.
Mr. Mad.
Mr. Mad. Oh.
Perturbed
You'll address
Peter.
me as Mr. Smack.
Peter. Fucking.
Oh, fuck.
These are all great names. You know what we should do? We should submit them to Capcom for the next Ace Attorney game. I'm sure they'll eat it right
Oh
up.
my god.
They would
Please, I
love it.
want a Mr. Smack.
I need Mr. Smack, and he needs to have like hands that are rated E for everyone.
Yes, I want Mr.
Just
Smack. Except it's just
massive
gonna be some
hands.
weird little
Yeah,
animatronic
we
that was
is.
designed to give high fives to children or something.
Be like, he'll just punch everyone in the face.
Oh, and fuck,
Yeah.
Mr. Smack gonna go hard, man.
Just imagine they have yowie hands.
Oh yeah.
Fuck, man, yowies. Those take me back. Anyway,
No,
we're gonna. What? You go. Go. No, you go. Go.
Not like the treat yowies, like like manga yaoi, like hentai, big hands, yaoi
Oh.
hands.
I was
I'm
thinking
gonna have
of-
to send you some pictures.
Look,
Yes,
I
do it.
discovered a lot of things when I was young, and yowies
You
were one of them.
are very wholesome and naive, my friend.
Yeah.
You're
Think
really
Edward has
trending
yowie
back-
hands?
What?
What?
Do you think Edward has yowie hands?
Yes.
Probably.
I was gonna say, we're really trending back to smut quickly today.
Anyway, yeah, we're gonna just like start the trial before things get derailed again by smut. So,
Smut.
It's gonna happen. Embrace it.
No, smart, stop it. October 14, 9:41 a.m. District.
everyone remembers who they're voicing, right?
Nah.
Okay.
Am I voicing
figure it
Phoenix?
Wait, shit! I don't even have my guide
No,
up.
I'm
Fuck.
voicing Phoenix. You're voicing Godot.
I'm voicing the pot plant in the back of the defendant lobby.
We should do a voice swap sometime. That would actually be really funny.
That would be kind of funny. Hold on. I need the guide for how to get past this dialogue, but it's very important.
How important? It's very important.
Very.
Oh,
This is the wrong game. Go. I'm ready. I swear.
Hey, Nick!
What? What is it this time?
You won't believe how many people are here for the trial.
Well, it is a murder case.
What do
talking about? They're here for the trial next door.
Next door?
Why don't you know this, Nick? They're having Detective Atmey's trial today.
Detective Atmey? Who's that?
They say they're going to try him as Mask to Mask.
Already? That was fast. Super fast. Like, why do courts just like, you know, why are they so speedy? I remember like when Phoenix is like, I'm going to defend Larry, and somehow it takes like 4 years for Larry to actually get put on trial. Phoenix managed to do a fucking law degree in the time it took Larry to get put on trial, and yet this one goes to trial in a day. Anyway, sorry, I was rambling because I knew your mic was off. Go.
Low priority.
Boy, I'd love to see Mask to Mask's trial. That would be way more entertaining than this one.
Oh, who's this? Yeah, you know what? Snickers is going to voice him.
I was gonna say Snickers is on top of it.
By the way, where's Pearls?
Oh, she went back home. She said she can't neglect her training anymore.
I think that was actually Bromy.
Oh, is it my effeminate fellow?
Definitely.
That wasn't the line.
Oh.
I'm kidding.
No,
yeah, I know.
Give me a sec.
Oh god.
To
Are you
get
sure
into
you're
the
gonna be
minute
okay?
zone.
Yeah, I'll survive.
Okay.
You know, you don't like me.
Oh,
Alice has really gotten into her training lately, huh? Like,
Yeah,
really?
Yeah, ever since that incident last year.
Which incident is
Please don't ignore me.
that? Who are you?
man.
Oh, Mr. Delight, good morning.
No one likes me. Why is there an alarm going off? No one would notice me, even if I killed someone.
Come on, don't be silly. Wait a sec.
You don't mean you're the murderer?
No, I'm just a poor thief. No, wait, that's not right. A thief can't really be poor.
I mean,
Well,
now let's see. According to Mr. Delight, from his second crime on, he was following a bunch of set plans. Plans that someone had been sending him to help him commit the heists.
Do you really think there's a connection between the thief and the murderer, Nick?
It's possible, but today's trial is a race against the clock.
Huh? How come? Let's just take our time like always.
I'm afraid that's not an option.
Huh?
Cliffhanger.
The end.
October 14,
Yeah.
10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 6. That's the number of people I like.
What?
What? They're all here in this Discord.
You.
court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Ron Delight.
The defense is ready, Your Honor. Are you sure you're gonna be okay?
Oh my god.
That scared the shit out of me.
Good
Holy
order.
crap.
Anyway.
The
That was just
prosecution is busting, Your Honor.
Get hype!
See, the same man that passes me coffee blows an air horn for me.
Oh my god.
Oh, mama.
Oh Jesus.
Fuck's sake, yeah, I've been broken. I was in the zone and now I've been fucking shattered. Immersion broken.
Reefed in his own, mate.
I'm spending my downtime hyping myself up.
I'll hype you up. I'm just really excited for Guitar this week, okay?
We can tell.
Yeah.
You're ready?
preparation is the last refuge of the weak.
Okay, settle down, everyone. That infernal horn! Let's begin with your
Make
opening
me!
statement, Mr. Godot.
That air horn guy's got the judge in the palm of his hand yet again.
Ron Delight is simply too young to be sent to war. That's all.
Okay.
I'm afraid I have no idea what that means, Mr. Godot.
Ha! Then you need to get out more, Your Honor. Life is war, but that is exactly why you must be more precise in your wording. That's all my statement means. You understand now, right?
Yes, well, then let me briefly summarize the details of this case.
Wow, the judge is taking charge like he knows what's going on for a change.
The victim is Kane Bullard, CEO of KB Security. Oh, Jesus.
Oh.
That guy's fucking dead.
God. His body was found in a safe at approximately 9 a.m. on the morning of the 13th. However, the time of death was estimated as 1 a.m. of the previous day.
And that's when our little lost kitten dropped the ball. That little lost kitten is, of course, the defendant.
Very well then, Mr. Godot, please call your first witness.
I never drink more than 17 cups of coffee during any given trial. But the first one is always the best.
Mr. Godot, your witness?
Okay then, let's hear what the defendant, Mr. Ron Delight, has to say for himself.
The defendant? Well, Mr. Wright, does the defense have any objections? Maybe a bit of a disadvantage having the defendant testify, but...
I remember when Mia was defending me. She allowed me to testify so she could do the cross-examination. She put a lot of trust in me back then. Sure didn't deserve it, though. We have no objections, Your Honor. The defense will allow Mr. Delight to testify.
You've got guts, try it.
Yeah? You want to see him?
Yeah, I'll
Cool.
split him open all over the floor.
Fuck. I could only be so honored.
All right then, Mr. Rondelight, please take the stand, but don't take it, just stand at it.
Fuck you, I wanted that milk tank, how dare you?
So did I. I wanted Mummy milk a tank.
You reckon Godot has milk in his coffee?
Maybe I'll rebrand to Milk Tank.
Milton?
Hmm.
You did
Mommy
it.
milk tank. Sorry.
Mummy Milk
Please
Tank.
roll out.
From Uwu officer to Mummy Milk Tank. What an upgrade. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, bud.
Why must you all be really funny when it's my turn to speak?
I'm sorry, Look, I just had a real important question about whether Godot has milk in his coffee, and then it went places. Anyway.
Yeah, sorry.
Bruh, Godot is a dark coffee drink.
Yeah,
There's no way
yeah,
he
no.
puts milk
Black
in his
coffee, bro. Black.
Yeah.
No doubt. Yep.
You did it, didn't you?
Yes.
What?
All right, pack it up.
No, that's not true. For a moment there, I thought we'd set the record for the shortest trial ever. yeah.
Well, Mr. Delight already looks plenty guilty of the face he's making.
And once he opens his big mouth, he'll probably put the last nail in his own coffin.
Very well. Now then, can you tell me something? If you didn't kill Bullard, why did you go to KB Security?
Well, that's kind of hard to say. Boy, I wish I could go home. Now then, let's hear some testimony about what happened.
What happened?
What happened?
I was filming my OnlyFans under the Tom Girl tag when suddenly...
You know, I believe it, honestly.
Bro, I'd sub
Big
to that.
femboy baby.
Big femboy energy.
Twink.
Twink femboy
Yes.
energy.
I was
Absolutely.
I was filming Twink Tuesday when suddenly.
Was it Twink Tuesday?
Bro, where
That
is
e-
it? Let's go there.
God. That evening, around 1 a.m., I went to see Mr. Bullard in his office at KB Security. The blackmail letter I got, it ordered me to go there. I'd been working for KB Security until a year ago, so I knew where his office was. I am. Oh, 1 a.m. Oh no!
I am.
I know.
the same
I know
energy. That is the same energy as Adgay.
Oh my god!
I know we
Alright.
took a week off, guys, but
Oh.
damn.
Look, in that 1 week, I forgot how to read. All right.
All good.
Shit.
All good.
Fucking love you, bro.
Oh,
Yes.
fucking
Never
idiot.
change. Never change.
I'm a big fuckhead.
Oh, I'm a big fuckhead.
Oh, I nearly said it again.
you didn't say that was casted.
1 a.m. The exact time the murder took place.
The weak get washed away by the tides of fate. The strong drink it up.
Salty.
Ha! It's bitter today, too. Just like my destiny.
Bruh.
You'd never know from the way he's chugging it down.
Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, if you please.
Clearly he's a very bitter person, Maya, so it doesn't affect him.
Is that not?
Oh,
I am, huh? You're absolutely sure about that?
Yes, I am, Sam, I am.
It's a fucking sentence.
I like
That's-
green eggs and ham.
Ooh.
That's what my watch said when I was entering the CEO's office. No.
Oh.
Actually, I'm not really sure. My watch was slow, and my internal clock was also a bit. 1 a.m. That's the exact time the victim, Mr. Bullard, was murdered, correct?
It's too late for a coffee date, that's for sure.
It ordered you there? Sorry, I'm cleaning my glasses.
It's the first time I'd gotten a blackmail letter that ordered me to go somewhere. Does that mean you've gotten other blackmail letters then? Oh, of course. They'd say things like, steal this, or take that, or hold it.
Why don't you save those for later, Mr. Delight? Please don't say any more. Now, what should I do? What should I do? What should I do?
Oh, I see.
Interesting.
Oh my god, it's a typo.
What
I
do
totally thought I read that wrong, but no.
No, it's the game's
what
turn to
should
be
I do?
See,
Interesting.
that gives me PTSD to a job I used to do, which had like this fucking stupid modules where it's just like, hey, do it, and one of them had a quiz at the end, and it had a fucking typo similar to that, which made the answer just a complete 50-50 guess. And
Oh no!
And I guessed wrong.
Oh no! I think I was on a call with you while you were doing that. I vaguely remember that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, baby.
Yeah. Also, I love
Right.
how you tell your stories as Phoenix is doing his like stroking chin pose constantly. It's great.
He's
Yeah,
Would you
listening.
like me to do
Yes,
it while
sir.
he's doing his stroking penis pose?
Maybe. Maybe I would.
I'll do it while you're doing your stroking penis.
Who was coughing in the background? Who lost it that bad
was
that they
Bromie.
started coughing?
That was a cough. It was a cough. Sorry.
Bromie is sicky at the moment.
Bernie is a sick
He's
man.
a stick- he's a
So what-
sticky.
So what did the blackmail letter in question say, Doodoo?
It said to bring 50,000 yen.
Money, huh? A perfect motive for committing murder.
It's like $500, Bromie.
Oh right, alright. That's 5. It'd be like what? 5 million.
5
yen,
million yen or something.
Right? Okay. Oh, but wait! I never intended to pay that money anyway.
Because you were gonna murder him, I'm onto you.
Oh, is that right? What was that?
Is that right?
Oh,
Guys, this be a pirate court now.
oh no! no, today's the day.
Today's
Today
scuff.
is one of the days.
Today is one of the days of the week.
Yeah.
Correct.
After all, he had nothing to hold over my head. I had nothing to be afraid of. An important point indeed. Yeah, fucking hit it that time. God. Witness, let's have that added to your testimony. Yes, sir. It didn't quite. It was like, It's like,
He was just like he sat down on a really comfy couch or something. He was just like, A muddy mud skipper in outer space has a better chance of surviving than I do. Muddy mud skipper.
Muddy mud skipper.
You used to be a security chief for KB Security, right?
yes, that's right. A security chief? You?
And yet, a year ago, you were fired without notice. Revenge for an old grudge? A perfect motive for murder, wouldn't you say?
This isn't good. Maybe I should change the subject? Mr. Delight, please tell us why you were fired from your job.
Well,
The world is filled with those who have said, I wish I had never asked that.
Okay, then I'd take it, but...
defendant, please answer the question.
Oh, shucks.
I needed money. You needed money? Well, you see, Desi loves to spend it. It's kind of her hobby.
Not exactly the best hobby in the world, huh, Nick?
My salary...
What about your celery?
My celery stick wasn't nearly enough.
What about your cabbage?
Is that what the kids call it these days? The good old celery stick. Ooh.
Hey, there's a market for smaller celery sticks, okay?
Whatever you say,
It's not
Twinkie
about
boy.
the size. It's
Like
about how
Young
you
Boy
use it.
Tuesday really kicked off.
My salary wasn't nearly enough. So I stole data from the company. What?
Come again?
I got blindsided by my own line. KB
Bro, what the
Security
fuck?
has a lot of security info on all sorts of companies. And since I was a security team chief,
You stole some data and sold it.
Mr. Bullard found out, and I was fired immediately.
What? I wish I'd never asked that.
I was somehow able to keep it secret, and made it seem like I quit on my own.
What is it, Nick? You don't look so good.
Someone who brings harm to their company is fired as punishment. You do well to remember that.
He sure told you.
So, you admit that you stole data from your company, is that correct? Yes, I'm sorry. This is a very important fact. Please add it to your testimony.
Oh man, this whole thing just took a big turn for the worse. Crashed and blew up. I'm gonna take the jaws of life to rip this case from the clutches of disaster.
Very dramatic.
Yeah, I have a lot of things to say about that, apparently. No. Mr. Delight, what you said just now doesn't match with what you told me yesterday.
Huh? What doesn't?
I think you must have been scared, very scared, of having a certain person find out your secret.
A certain person?
Nod. Miss Desiree Delight, the defendant's wife.
But listen to me, my Desi, she's...
Looks like if I just sit back and relax, the fun will end before it truly begins.
Ah, Godot.
Yes, we know. It was all your wife's fault.
What do you mean?
Mr. Delight stole company data to pay for his wife's spinning habit, for which he was fired. Unable to face his own wife, someone used his dirty secret to blackmail him. And that is how this murder came about.
Oh,
No, everything's falling neatly into place for him.
Don't talk about my Jessie like that. Oh, you'll be sorry.
You're the sorriest thing I ever saw.
Well, it seems that we've learned a great deal of things here so far.
What do you think, Nick?
I didn't think it was possible to get so thoroughly whipped in just 20 minutes.
Please, acting as if you haven't done a case against Francisca.
I was thinking
Oh,
that.
fucking true. Hey, Jesus.
Clearly,
Thoroughly.
there was sufficient motive for murder. He stole data for his wife, and he killed to protect his secret. A family man who cared just a little too much.
The motive is clear. Let's move on. What happened at the crime scene at 1 in the morning, Mr. Delight? Come now, tell us where all is.
You know, Godot kind of sounds like a pastor, like the robot priest in Futurama.
Robotology!
Yeah.
A little bit, yeah.
I dig it.
Southern drawl.
Mm.
When I entered the office, there was a suspicious shadow there. Suddenly, I was hit on the forehead. After that, I remember being a bit dazed. If I hadn't been wearing that, I would have been killed. When I came to, Mr. Bullet was lying there, dead. I see. Suddenly hit on the forehead, huh? I believe the detective from yesterday provided similar testimony. He said that Master Mask struck him on the head from behind.
Of course. Since Atme turned out to be the culprit himself, that was all a lie.
It didn't come through.
Ha!
No one's gonna believe a pathetic lie like that.
What are you saying? I really was attacked. We'll find out if what you say is true or not during the cross-examination.
Got that, Mr. Trilogy? Don't go easy just because he's your client. If I see any sign that you are, I'll treat you to another cup of my special blend.
You don't need to worry about that, Mr. Godot. I have faith in Ron. I know he didn't do it. Does this guy look like he would murder someone? Be
Yes.
honest.
A face like mine?
Yes.
Nah. Who was this suspicious shadow?
If there are 1,000 of me, and even if one knew, I'd tell you, trust me.
His dodging all of our questions is not helping us win his case.
Okay, then how was the victim Mr. Bullet at the time?
What do you mean by how was he?
Was he already dead? Was he still alive? Maybe he was the one who hit you in the first place.
That's a good question. What do you think, Mr. Wright?
Forget it. Your forehead?
Yes, I was hit on the forehead as soon as I entered the room. It was an amazingly fast and powerful attack.
Do you remember anything about who hit you?
Well, like I said, it was a fast and powerful hit. So I think I was a little dazed for a while.
I don't think Mr. Delight even grasped what you were asking.
Yeah, I'd like to show him a fast and powerful attack myself. Maybe that would knock some sense back into him. That? Could you please clarify what you're referring to?
Why, my Master Mask costume, of course. What? Wait just a moment. Mask to mask? Huh? Oh, did I forget to mention it before? Just to be on the safe side, I dressed as Master Mask. And then I descended upon the office and the CEO of KB Security. What?
Nick, did you know about this? He never told me this.
I don't recall him ever mentioning it to me either.
Even I didn't know that. It seems our little friend really loves to keep secrets.
I'm sorry. I just never had a chance to mention it up until now. Wait. That's not right. You know how sometimes things just slip your mind?
My sixth cup of coffee is staring me up. Staring up at me coldly. Words are hard, okay?
Indeed. At any rate, we can't ignore this new piece of information. Witness, please correct your testimony.
Why were you dressed up as Master Mask?
Why? Because I'm Master Mask, of course. What are you talking about? Master Mask's trial is being held next door. Yes, I guess so. Anyway, at that time, I thought I was being blackmailed over the Master Mask issue. So I thought I should go as him, just to be safe.
Oh boy.
Let me tell you, it's a real pain to move around with that cape. That's why it took a lot longer than I'd expected.
Took a lot longer? What is he talking about? What do you mean by took a lot longer?
Oh, opening the safe, of course. My cape got caught on the safe door, you see. This all happened when I was hiding Mr. Bullard's body. What was that? Back up a second! Yes? You were the one that hid the body in the safe? Well, yeah. Inconceivable! Why? Just why? What reason could you have? What were you thinking?
Wouldn't it be smart to have like a mental health person come and observe him for a couple of days before this?
This dude
Nice.
wants to go to jail.
He's just forgetful, that's all.
Question. When does someone toss their dirty shorts in the washing machine?
What?
The answer is simple. When they take them off. Take off your shorts, Mr. Delay.
Drop trowel.
I want to take that ass to Pound Town.
Oh my god!
Anyway.
As usual, I have no idea what you're saying.
You mean that Mr. Delight hid the body in there because he's the murderer?
So you're not as stupid as you look.
His metaphor this time was really obscure.
I don't know, I kinda got it.
Mr. Wright, you don't mean that you knew about this whole safe business, do you?
Well, yes.
Why am I the only one not in the loop here?
Because you're old.
Witness, make sure you add this to your testimony. Yes, sir.
Uh-oh. Looks like a storm front is moving in over the fair weather judge. I am the storm that is approaching. Your Honor, could you please take a look at this record?
And what might this be?
The record for the emergency buzzer that connects to the CEO's office to security. The button in the office is pressed, a security team is supposed to come running. And according to this record, the buzzer was pushed once at 1:02 a.m.
What?
If Mr. Ron DeLight truly was the murderer, he would have ran as soon as that buzzer sounded. After all, a security guard would have been heading his way.
Let's remember who we're dealing with here. He probably had no idea there were security personnel in the building.
Up until 1 year ago, my client was working as a chief of security, There's no way he wouldn't have known about them.
But, as it turns out, the guard never came.
That was nothing more than a coincidence. The fact that the guard was a pathetic loser who had just gotten punched in the face by his ex's new boyfriend and wasn't anywhere near in the vicinity was not something Mr. Delight could have known.
Again, remember who we're dealing with here. It's a sure bet that Mr. Delight didn't even notice the buzzer going off.
This buzzer is extremely loud. There's no way he could have ignored something like that. If he had been conscious, that is.
Conscious? What do you mean by that?
He just force-powered that mug into his hand.
Fine. Let's hear your theory.
No, he's got a guy just chucking mugs to him constantly.
And he even plays an air horn for me.
I was gonna say, it's the same guy.
That a boy.
On cue.
That a boy.
That a
He has his own
boy.
barista.
Barista?
A blowhorn barista.
Recall the defendant's testimony. The moment he entered the victim's office, someone attacked him. Mr. Delight said he felt dazed. I'm willing to wager that he was knocked unconscious for at least a few minutes.
Unconscious? So he fainted.
That's why Mr. Delight didn't know the buzzer had sounded. And that's why he thought he had time to hide the body.
So, what are you trying to say?
Mr. Delight was knocked out, and the buzzer went off soon afterwards. Now, unless my client was able to hit the buzzer while he was unconscious, it can only mean there was another person in that room. That's right, whoever it was, they knocked out Ron Delight and then pressed the buzzer.
Order in the court. Mr. Wright, this is...
This is preposterous. It was this kid. Ron Delight is the one who killed Kane Bullard.
Then who pressed the buzzer?
It was the victim, of course. He pressed the buzzer when the defendant attacked him. He didn't die right away. He must have held long enough to push that button. Ah!
So Kane Bullard sounded the buzzer himself. What is your opinion on this, Mr. Wright?
I need to prove that the real criminal was there at the scene, but how? Can I prove that it wasn't Kane Bullard who sent out the buzzer? The defense's opinion is this, Your Honor. This piece of evidence proves that it wasn't the victim who sounded the buzzer. I believe this is the piece of incontrovertible evidence you were looking for.
The emergency buzzer? Is there some kind of clue on it?
Absolutely not.
Hey, come on now. At least give some thought to what you say before opening your mouth.
The fact that there are absolutely no clues is itself the clue.
Now I'm the one who's clueless.
Oh, so nothing out the usual. This button has no fingerprints on it. Mr. Bullard had really pressed it himself. Naturally, he would have left his fingerprints behind.
Ron Delight obviously wiped them off.
Why would he? A guard could have come at any moment.
He touched that button. I know he did.
He touched that butt.
The defendant, Mr. Delight, was dressed as Master Mask. And Master Mask always wears gloves. What reason could he possibly have had to wipe the fingerprints free?
Order! Order! Order!
It would seem I've been forced to eat crow.
I wonder what blend number crow flavored coffee is.
Number 69.
I was just about to say that.
Same.
I like that one. It's the funny 6 number.
hilarious.
However, if the real killer was there at the scene, why would that person press the emergency buzzer? Shouldn't they have run away without putting themselves in extreme danger? Ah, brain!
You're doing great.
Brains are overrated.
What's with this awkward silence all of a sudden?
It looks like you're fresh out of parlor tricks.
They're onto you, Nick.
Just give me a minute to collect my thoughts. The real
You're
killer.
fucking me. This man's eye looks like an open mouth with a mustache above it.
Now I can't unsee that, thank you.
Yeah, I just thought I'd point it out. It's been bugging me this whole time.
It looks like an opera singer's mouth, like,
It just doesn't look right.
yeah. The real
Phoenix,
culprit killed Mr. Bullard around I am.
And Mr. Delight just happened to waltz in when the murder was taking place, right?
Killer clobbered Mr. Delight and then sounded the oh my god, that was loud!
Even though security was supposed to respond right away if the buzzer was pressed.
Security was supposed to respond?
Time's up, Mr. Wright. Let's hear what you have to say.
Very well then.
Oh, you've got some guts. I like that in an opponent.
Yeah, so he can be in his guts.
Why did the real killer sound the emergency buzzer?
The killer knew that if they pressed that button, a guard would come running. And that was exactly what they wanted.
Do you mean to say the killer called the guard on purpose?
Yes, although, as it turned out, he never showed up.
Because he was getting his clock cleaned at the time.
Not gonna lie, I did not hear the L be pronounced there. And now I have that image in my head.
What a touching story.
You're telling me.
Something
You're saying the killer had a... Sorry. You're saying the killer had a change of heart and called the guard to turn himself in?
Abso-fucking-lutely not. When that buzzer sounded, there were 3 people in that office. The victim, Kane Bullard, who was already dead. The defendant, Ron Delight, who was out cold. And the third person, the real killer.
Hypothetically, yes.
Now then, in this situation, if the real killer made an escape, what would happen? The only ones left in the room would be the victim and Ron Delight.
And if any security guards came running in at the time, they would think that I was the murderer.
Yes, that's precisely the real killer's objective. To frame Ron Delight for the murder.
Order.
We appear to have run out of tissues. That's unfortunate.
It would seem.
It's okay, there's a break in a bit. I'll grab you some more.
I've been made to eat my words once again.
Actually, you've been made to do a spit take with a cup of coffee.
Mr. Wright, who was it? Who was it that tried to frame me? Wait a second. I'm the one and only Mask to Mask, sir.
Nick, you mean the real killer is...
We're gonna drag that person in here right now.
But, who is it?
I don't have any solid proof yet, but I'll just make it up as I fucking go along, because that's what I do.
Also, we've seen his outline. We know exactly who did it.
Yeah, I don't know, man. The killer knew Mr. Delight's identity, and they also knew that he had been called to KB security that night.
Yes.
So the killer used him to execute a well-crafted plan to murder Kane Bullitt.
Now then, let's hear your accusation, Mr. Wright. Who the fuck was it?
It was my attorney's badge, Your Honor.
My
It's the
God.
badge.
I'm just kidding.
Oh, you were hovering over it. You had me worried.
Detective Luke Atme. He's the only one who could have done it.
Ace Detective.
Look at me. You mean Master Mask did it?
Your Honor, the person being tried in the court next to us is not Master Mask at all. He is, in actuality, the true murderer of Kane Bullitt. Hey, shit, you're the killer this time, Wiz.
Order! Order! Mr. Wright, explain yourself.
Theft and murder. Which is the more serious crime?
They're not even close. Murder is the more serious crime, of course. It's a capital crime subject to a capital punishment.
Please remember the trial from yesterday, if you would. When Luke Atme confessed, there was a huge commotion in the courtroom.
Of course. The famous detective was unmasked as well. As Master Mask.
Instead of being convicted of murder, he was found guilty of grand larceny. That was his true objective all along.
To be found guilty.
Master Mask had the perfect alibi for when the murder took place. He was stealing the urn at Lordly Taylor. In other words, being found guilty as Master Mask was Luke Atme's airtight, watertight, and unassailable alibi.
A guilty verdict. As an alibi. What a twist.
You know, it's almost time.
For what?
For Luke Atme's verdict. It was a pretty simple trial after all. If we're gonna stop this trial and stall that one, we need to do it now. Of course. That's assuming you have proof that Detective was the one who committed the murder.
Mr. Luke Atme's trial has indeed attracted the attention of the entire country. If we were to intrude and fail to provide adequate proof of his true crime, Mr. Delight would be left with no grounds for appeal.
Am I really sure about this?
I bet it's only good when your life's the ante.
Mr. Wright, I believe in you.
Mr. Delight?
Sir, please, I'm begging you.
Thanks, but my decision will determine the rest of your life. Can I really risk your life like this?
Ooh. That was a phoenix right there.
Ooh, what was that?
Don't sway, Phoenix. For your client, take the path of trust.
That voice. It sounds like Mia. Your Honor, I just heard someone's voice. The defense requests an immediate recess. Mia voice is in my head.
So that's your answer, huh?
I need medical attention.
Very well. I've decided I need medical attention as well.
I see dead people.
Whereas, like, the judge has pooped his pants.
Courtroom, I've shit myself. The court will now take a 20-minute recess. Mr. Wright, when we return, please summon Luke Atme to the stand.
Yes, Your Honor. October 14, 11:58 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 5. Oh, it's this guy.
Would you like
Go
me
Fluffy,
to do this?
go Fluffy, yeah.
Well, Sir Detective Atme?
I forgot his voice. I have to say, Mr. Payne, you performed splendidly.
Oh no, Sir Detective Acme. You were the one who...
Oh my god, stop sucking each other's dicks.
That's enough. This court sees no reason to further prolong this trial. This court finds the defendant. Look at me.
I'm just surprised there's another judge, and it's not the other judge, but a clone.
Wait!
if they just look the exact same, that would be fucking great, man.
It'd be so fucking dumb. Don't hand down your verdict yet, please.
Well, well, Sir Lawyer, welcome to my courtroom.
Who's this hoser, eh? My name is Phoenix Wright, attorney at law, and I wish to file an accusation against this man. Look at me.
Accusation? You accuse Master Mask?
That man is not Master Mask. He's just a ruthless murderer. What? My eyes are large!
Wow, Nelly!
I'm not gonna lie, I did not know that judge appeared just then. Will be continued. We're going to take a short break. Very short, because I'm just gonna go.
I need drink and tissues.
Thank God.
For my drinking issues.
Okay, in that case, I will put the break screen on then, if that is the case, and we'll take a quick fiver. We'll see you all in a bit.
Actually, it's a 20-minute break.
Oh, actually, it's a 10-minute break because you said so. You said that first. I'm going with what you said first. Fuck you.
Your Honor.
Your Honor, step down my pee-pee.
Master Mask? Was it eye for talent?
I kind of want to know who the defense was in that, and Phoenix just comes in and is like, "I'm the defense now. Fuck you."
My case, no.
It's in ruins. All right, going for a break. See you in a bit.
Bye.
Different. I still saw what I saw. I saw Chief Prosecutor Sky stab a man in cold blood, and that testimony still stands.
Ah.
I swear on my honor as a detective, she stabbed God man. Good man. God man.
Good God, man.
God man.
Odd gay.
Odd gay. Odd gay God man. Attorney at law.
Bro, that Bahunix. Beanix. It sounds like a cereal. Bro, I've had 12 Beanixes this morning.
Yeah, I've had 5 Phoenixes. I'm a Phoenix kid. I'm
Oh, Bretty.
13 Phoenixes.
A balanced diet, what is that? Just 15 Beanixes for breakfast. So it'll actually work and also have voice recognition set up. I see you, Bremy. I'm watching you through the window. Which I don't know if I'm equipped to tell you about right now. Hello, Bremy. You have a pretty butthole. I don't want to play with you guys anymore. You guys are scared. Hey, Bremy. Hey, Bremy. Bring me a cheese. Bring me lamp.
May I have a moment to answer?
By all means. Yeah, Pain, shut up.
I know the reason why I didn't hear the noise. You see, the truth is, I had my headphones on, and I was listening to music at the time.
Guys, you can't hear us! She's got AirPods in!
She's got her AirPods in, she can't hear us.
Oh fuck, I just pulled my shoulder laughing at that. God damn it. Ow.
Talia, no!
Talia, you're walking right into a bridge. Look out!
I warn you right now that if your cross-examination doesn't yield any new facts, I intend to deliver my verdict without further delay. I'll be clear on that. It's not very based, Your Honor. Don't give up, Mia.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
That's not very based.
That's not very based, Your Honor.
Your Honor, that...
Character, right? Right?
Can I go in here? No, I can't.
Let me in. Let me in.
I'm gonna go under this bridge, it'll be great. Oh, fuck!
Yep, I see.
As previously stated, no one of value was left behind.
What's wrong, Mr. Lawyer? You've grown awfully quiet.
I've been so deceived by you all this time. When we first met, I asked if you had killed Juan Corrida, and you answered very clearly you hadn't killed anyone.
It's called panache, darling. Get used to it. Wait, that's not his line. Hey now.
You're a rock star.
Hey now. Oh, I can't get it out of my head now. Fuck. That man is like 20 feet tall.
It's like in Game of Thrones, Tyrion's normal size, but everyone else is a giant.
Everyone's twice the size as you think they were.
That's why they can traverse distances so quickly.
It's not that they just started getting worse at writing the show or anything.
I love that. I love that theory is just pure cope.
It was literally. I don't even know. He took him seriously after that. That was the dumbest thing I'd ever seen.
Yeah, get him, Freya.
Don't be afraid of him.
Just watching the dogs beat each other up outside.
I watched you for like a full 30.
Toss their dirty shorts in the washing machine?
What?
The answer is simple. When they take them off, take off your shorts, Mr. Delay.
Drop trowel.
I want to take that ass to Pound Town.
Oh my god! Goodbye. Bye, old bag.
Bye.
Mr. Powers.
Hi, bye.
Hi, Lotta. Bye, Lotta.
Bye, Mr. Rat.
March 21, Capewater Hotel, on guards, hotel room.
I do like to imagine you just said hi and bye to everyone. Yeah.
just like. Hi, Mr. Powers. Hi, old bag.
Yep.
Just be careful to make sure you've got the right stuff.
Aw, thanks, Mo. See you later.
Money the monkey added to the court. Do we just like pick him up?
Yep.
Just grab him by the throat. You're going in the court record, little guy.
I like to imagine the court record is just like a bag of holding, where it's just a dark abyss you just throw things in when you need them.
It sounds about right, honestly.
Money's like, no, don't turn me into.
You guys, huh?
Jesus Christ.
Sure was, pal. That prosecutor made real fools out of us.
Yeah, I feel for you.
Wow, that's not like you at all. I thought you'd be more like... Huh, that was great. You guys got what you deserved, pal.
That was great.
Or something to that effect.
Your impression of me doing Gumshoe is great.
I'll also try and put in some of the cultural significant items in here, just to. Oh boy! Yes, it will be the biggest. It will be the grandest ballroom the world has ever seen, and no iceberg will sink it.
Not to mention that the roses are white. There's no way he could have missed them.
What was that?
I was drinking tea, sorry.
Oh. The roses must have fire. The defendant assaulted the victim.
Are you okay, Hero? If that was the case, then the police would have found them near the crime scene. Okay, I'm gonna show it on stream.
Oh, yeah.
you showing the kids? Did you want to show them the stream?
Oh.
Oh no, I quit out of the fucking game! Sorry.
Yeah, see, my faction does not discriminate based on gender, sex, or race. It only discriminates on whether you're a part of the faction or not. And I think that is the purest form of prejudice.
Well, my apartment, actually. Palazzo Pepe, 3rd floor. Pepe face.
Pepe go.
Why'd people sad?
Let's go have a look, Nick. To the mask's hideout.
Something tells me she just likes the sound of the word hideout.
Or the word Pepega.
Or the word Pepega, either.
Looky here, Bambina. I know how you feel. But this is my gang's gold strike, see?
Giga Chad.
Strike?
This is our claim, our territory, with a motherload of evidence. If you're fixing to mess with what's ours, you'll regret it, partner.
Ever just look at someone and be like, God, I wish they'd arrest me? Adhesion.
Sticky.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, God, no.
I'm gonna give you $10 to never fucking do that again, Christ.
Sticky, icky.
Oh my god.
Yo, this guy's paying out.
It's a sticky
Bruh.
thing for me. I can't. We are the enemy, you know.
You're the person degenerate.
Bruh, just whenever Gant walks in the room, sticky.
Ah! We're back. Hello. What's going on? Welcome. I see a lot of hands in chat. What? How long has that been there for? How long has that been a thing for?
He's like, I didn't get it. Why is no one voice acting? And I'm like, what do you mean?
Are you fucking kidding me? Oh my god! I've just been talking to myself this whole time. Are you fucking kidding me?
No, I can hear you on my stream. I can hear myself. I can hear everyone else speaking when I turn the sound up.
Maybe it's just you then.
We need to...
It's just...
Let me quickly scrub
Here, everybody.
back in the bod.
I think maybe yours is just broken.
No. I'll check.
Just check my phone.
Oh, there was... No. There was a thing. There was a thing. It was definitely my bad. It was definitely my bad. That was definitely my bad. I'm so sorry.
Shit.
Uh-oh, scared-o.
You know what I was just thinking about today?
Daisy.
What? Because I had the content brain, but I didn't fucking do it. I was thinking of recording the stream from my end too, or at least in future to do that as like a crossing.
Oh, I feel so fucking dumb now. All right, you know what? I'm sorry, but we're gonna have to go back to the start of the thing.
How long was it muted for?
Since the start of this part.
So
I'm pretty sure.
The whole stream.
No, not the whole stream. Like since
break?
when we had a break.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it
Okay,
hasn't been too long. Fuck, I'm so sorry. I'm so fucking sorry about that. That is like entirely on me. Fuck. I feel so terrible about that.
I saw the message and I had the panic.
Oh, fuck. Alright, just pretend the last like half an hour didn't happen, alright? Just, it's all good. October 14, 1214 District Court.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. I'm so sorry. Anyway.
My sis?
I could have sworn I heard Mia's voice.
So then she's still alive inside your heart.
Wait, didn't we already do these lines?
Wizard, were you paying attention for the past, like, 2 minutes at all?
No, I was catching Pokemon.
Of course.
Ugh.
So.
Okay, so we're starting back.
So long story short is I fucked up, okay?
Supe made a mistake, and since the break, everyone else's, but besides his audio, wasn't coming through.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're redoing it from this point.
Are you alright if I do Straya at me still?
You can do whatever you like. I am so sorry.
No need for the sorries. This is the funny haha now.
Yeah, it is funny haha.
You know what that means, though? You know what that means, though? We're gonna have to do the ensemble. We're gonna have to do the ensemble Aussie thing at one point.
Yes.
Again, because otherwise it was just me. You know, it makes sense why you said it was a speed run Mexican, because it was literally just me talking that whole time.
Yeah.
Like,
It's actually not our normal stream. He's just trying to skip through the story because we all suck.
No, we don't.
You do not.
No, we all just bailed on him.
I didn't say what happened.
Thank you, Mexican Ghost, for letting us know as well.
Thank you so much.
MVP.
All right, let's do this.
Nicky boy.
Oh, Mr. Light.
Is it true the detective is the real killer?
To be honest, we don't have any definitive proof. I fucked up that line last time too. He's the only one who could have done it.
But wasn't he at the Lordy Taylor that night?
Not to mention, we don't exactly know his motive. I mean, why would Detective Atme want to kill Kane Bullard?
Oops, it's almost time. Better get back to the courtroom. I need to find some solid proof. It's gotta happen sooner rather than later. Yeah, it's just spam clicking all the dialogue while he's like, fuck everyone's dialogue. This is my show now.
One-man show.
October 14, 12:21 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 6. Courtroom number 69.
Now then, this court is back in session. Mr. Look at me. Please take the stand.
Stand.
Well, well. How do you do, sir lawyer? I never would have thought to see you acting so recklessly.
Well, you're a shifty cunt, eh? I couldn't let him hand down your verdict just yet. Not when they would have given you your perfect alibi. An alibi by the name of Master Mask.
I'm sorry. I'm
Don't be
afraid that
sorry,
even
just
the
be better. No, I'm kidding.
I'm afraid that even the great Luke Atme has no idea what you mean.
Oh no, your Harris headset's dying. Quick, give it CPR.
Of course
Did you
I have.
CPR, you rusty cunt?
Of course I have been in the next courtroom ever since 10 o'clock this morning. I'm afraid there's no way I could know what has been going on in here.
Well, you fucking ace detective, couldn't you just figure it out?
You've parked your ass in the defendant's seat all day long. Is that bloody right? Being tried as Master Mask.
Indeed, it's truly a child's play to fool the ignorant masses. Not only did the poor fools ask me to protect the valuables, they even gave me a generous reward upon returning their own property to them.
Yeah.
Take this red diamond ring that sparkles upon my divine finger, for example.
Divine Finger sounds pretty fun. So you continue to insist that you are, in fact, Master Mask?
Of course can't.
Boy, that's not very necessary with that profanity, but okay.
Stone the crows! Look at me. Let us begin with the sample question.
Sample?
Oh, was it?
Hey, it's this guy again.
I'm going to give you this sample size question, mate.
Look, mate.
I'm sorry.
Guacamole.
Fucking off my rocker, okay. On October 12th at 1 a.m., Kane Bullard was murdered.
I am.
Where the fuck were you at that time?
Oh, one without knowledge lacks even the knowledge that he should be ashamed of himself.
Mate, this is word salad.
But don't worry, I will not hold it against you, Sir Judge.
Thanks.
Come I don't want to do the Aussie accent, but at the same time, I don't want to be the one person not doing the bit.
No, you can do whatever you want, man. It's fine.
Play me in.
Valley Girl Godot. Valley Girl Godot.
Play me in, barista. Or not.
Is that coffee?
But play me in, barista. Yeah, that's what I was looking for.
We got.
I was trying to look for it, but then all I could see was the fart one, so I'm like, fuck it.
Oh my
That was
God.
still very, very appreciated.
Oh, Mr. Amy, I'm here.
Holy shit.
You sound like my uncle.
We're all in.
As you wish, Sir Prosecutor.
Oh shit. He sounds like he's fucking tweaking, eh?
I'm going.
I was stealing the owner's master mask, as I announced I would.
Yeah.
I had more than enough time to prepare. It was a pathetically easy job. Photograph contains no words, but in this case, one turned out to be my witness. The time at which the camera captured Master Mask was the same time as the murderer.
Mate, that was a bit of an ear bashing. Seems the main point of discussion will be this photo on the crime scene.
Well, everything else up till now was all part of his plan. Has to be a secret to this picture as well.
Even the great Master Mask cannot be put in two places at once. Now then, if you'll excuse me, I have a verdict to receive.
Well, hold on, you shifty cunt. Unfortunately, you still have to do your cross-examination. Drop your dax.
Don't be stupid, cunt.
Okay.
I think he's trying to say that you're full of it, Nick.
Well, the only thing that's full of it is his fucking alibi. Alibi? 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 Alibi?
Huh?
Yep. Alibi? Gosh, his alibi is full of shit, Sora. Well, yeah, I believe Adrian Andrews, that cool little Sheila
That's right, that was over 20 days ago. Sorry, I'm losing the accent.
Oh. Well, you sent the
Good thing
calling
you're already
card with Morgan
Australian.
Taylor 10 days before the heist. That means you sent out the card after your heist began your security watch, right?
This Australian goofy.
You know,
peeking.
you would,
Yeah, man.
you would think
There was
reading
no
these
reason why I couldn't
lines.
do both.
Okay.
It was the perfect chance to steal my latest target.
I see. Truly are evil, aren't ya? You're a bit of a ratbag.
Yeah, evil is what I am.
Yeah.
Good on ya.
Hey, Nick, isn't there something odd about this?
Well, what do you mean?
Detective Atme was always proud of his ace detective skills, right? But if the urn was stolen from Lordly Taylor while he was the only one watching it, he'd have no way to maintain his ace detective persona.
Well, you know, that's pretty true, eh? It's kind of odd. He's a bit shifty, eh? Look at him, he's got a big eye. He's like the eye of Sauron from that Lord of the Rings movie.
Hey, mate, it's a condition.
Boy, it's a fucking freaky condition, it is. I don't know if I like it. Anyway, by the photograph, you mean this one here, eh?
Indeed it is, that it is. The very thing that proves I committed the crime.
Very thing that proves you committed the crime. When you think about it, it's really odd, eh? It's super odd. You say that almost as if you had this picture taken on purpose.
He was simply caught by the very camera that he had set up. We all have days like that.
You didn't miss your line, Sonny, no. Oh my fucking god.
Indeed.
Keen!
It turned out that there's no such thing as a perfect crime at all. Life is truly an ironic thing. A sad blue melody.
Looks like I better gather more information for now. He's truly the killer. There's got to be something phony in that photo. About the camera that took this photograph.
Oh, come on, mate. It's all clear what you're thinking.
Huh?
You think I altered the timestamp on the photograph, don't you?
I'm afraid that's impossible. The camera was set up by Lowly Taylor, and on top of that, it was Lowly Taylor's staff that printed that picture's data. Unfortunately for the defense, there's no way that picture could have been altered.
I see.
It looks like I better find something else that could be suspicious.
So this alibi is false?
It has to be, or he couldn't have killed Mr. Bullet at KB Security.
But I'm not really spotting anything unusual.
There are two possibilities. There are two wolves inside of him. Either Master Mask in the photo is fake, or the photo itself is. And you can choose which one to feed.
One wolf is gay, the other one is gay.
You have two gay wolves.
I'm looking at my wolf.
So by photograph, you mean this piece of evidence right here, is that correct?
Look at this photograph!
I keep thinking
Indeed, it is. The very thing that proves I committed the crime.
The very thing that proves you committed the crime.
Surely even you understand by now?
Lordly Taylor provided that camera. There's no way I could have tampered with it. That means I could not have killed Kane Bullard, unless I had an accomplice.
Come on, think long and hard about that night. Basement warehouse and the picture that supposedly captures it. Gotta be here. Isn't there something funny about this picture?
Are you implying that this picture is a fake?
I'm implying you're a fake. But also, there's definitely something strange about this picture. We took a look around the basement warehouse that night before the theft took place. And there's something in this photo that doesn't match my memory of that night.
Very well, then let's hear what you have to say. What about this photograph do you find funny?
This is calm. The funny part is right here.
Why, this...
Got your nose!
This is mayonnaise!
Yeah!
Ah! Blood! Now this case is getting interesting.
Not exactly. This stain is actually pink paint.
Oh, just paint. And peach colored at that.
It's a black and white photo, Your Honor, but from blood to peaches. Sure, the judge is a tangerine. I don't know.
I see all the colors!
The problem with this photograph is not the paint. The problem is, when you consider the layout of the basement warehouse, it turns out that something should be there is nowhere to be seen.
Well, Mr. Wright, what is supposed to be in this picture instead of the paint stains?
Are we all having a stroke tonight?
Yes!
Yes, smell toast.
I'm really getting stroke vibes.
I'm having a stroke.
Supervisor of the Treasure exhibit stated the following. Sonny gets to talk again.
Well, there's a good reason for that. On the day of the crime, around noon, a golden statue just happened to arrive from the mountain training hall. And I realized that the statue would be the perfect size for covering up the paint stains. That's why I put it where you first saw it. Woo!
That is the famous Lady Adrian Andrews. Thank you for cameoing. I myself was there that night and the theft took place. and saw the statue in that spot. If this picture was truly taken on that night, then that statue would have been there.
But when I went there the day after the theft, that statue of Old Bag was sitting in the corner.
Perhaps it was somehow pushed there accidentally.
That statue of Old Bag. Not the old bag, but the statue of Old Bag.
Young whippersnappers!
Oh, yes.
You know what he said.
She's immortalized as she should be.
No! Your Honor, this statue is slightly larger than yourself, and you're quite heavier than it. It would take more than an accidental push to move at that instance, just like it would take more than a push to move you. Haha!
Damn it, Tribe, why are you trying to fat shame the judge?
I'm just saying, it could be
In that
muscle.
case, can you prove it?
I don't want to
Can
prove
you
that.
give us the rhyme and reason as to why the statue was moved that night?
No.
Can you do it, Nick?
Never mind who moved it. The real question is, why did they move it?
Well, Mr. Wright, I hope you are prepared with your answer. Now then, who was the one that moved the golden statue on the night of the crime?
It was Maya Fey.
Or should that be whom?
Probably. The one who moved the statue was none other than... Look at me!
Come now, good sir lawyer. There you go again on one of your strange delusions.
Mr. Wright, what basis do you have for your strange delusions?
It's very simple. The witness was the only one in the basement warehouse that night.
That is indeed very simple. However, why would I want to move a heavy golden statue?
Reason for moving the golden statue. Here's where our battle really begins.
Well, Mr. Wright, what reason did the witness have to move that statue?
The reason can be found here in this photograph. If you take a look at it.
It'll make you laugh.
Look at me. You pretended to be Master Mask to create an alibi by showing you were at Lordly Taylor that night. But this photograph contains a single, fatal flaw. If the statue had been there, your lie would be exposed like cheap film at a drugstore. That's why you had to move the statue.
Single fatal flaw?
Interesting theory. Please enlighten us.
Just where? Oh shit! Sorry.
Just where in this photo does the blah 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 blah?
I'm
You
so
did that
sorry.
to me the first time too.
I'm so sorry. Naturally, the lie in this photo is the timestamp.
Well, what do you mean, Reggie?
What?
Very good, very good. I'll tell you exactly what I mean.
On the night in question, Luke Atme went to KB Security and murdered Kane Bullard. Therefore, it's obvious. It would have been impossible for him to be at Lordly Taylor at this time.
But what does that have to do with the statue being moved?
I'm getting there. Remember, if you will, Your Honor. When was this statue placed beside the warehouse door?
Well...
The statue was taken down to the warehouse on the day of the crime. And it was placed there in order to cover up the paint.
Exactly. Luke Atme had already decided on the time when he was going to kill the victim. And so, in order to create an alibi for that time...
He took his picture days before the murder took place.
What the? How did your voice change?
Of course, the statue hadn't been brought down to the basement warehouse yet.
Ah!
So on the day of the crime, Mr. Atme must have been quite nervous. As nervous as a long-tailed cat in a rocking chair factory, so to speak. Why? Because something wasn't supposed to be there. Had been brought down in place where it wasn't supposed to be. And that is why Luke Atme had to move the statue on the night of the murder. He did it to make the room match the way it had been in this photo. Very good, very good.
Order! Order! Mr. Atme, is this true?
One moment, Your Honor. Have you forgotten about this?
What's that?
The data for the basement warehouse computer. According to this, the camera did indeed go off on the night of the crime.
It's true that the camera had been set up by the Lordly Taylor staff. However, the program used to manage that data was yours. That alone would have allowed you to tamper with the data. Yeah.
Order! Order! Mr. Godot, what is the meaning of this? Godot! I warned you about making me wait. Now put that coffee down.
My 11th cup. I promised to drink no more than 17 during a trial. Which means I'm still good to the last drop.
However, the defense has a very good point.
A good point? So what? We are all but travelers on a road of infinite points.
I think he's got his points mixed up with his other points.
You say this photograph was taken ahead of time, and that the statue was moved in order to make it match. That's a very interesting idea. However, there's one point that can't be denied.
Which is?
That it's only a possibility. Men that are trapped by the chains of maybe can never reach their dreams.
That's very true.
No way, don't fall for that, Your Honor.
Hey, Mr. Damask.
Yes?
If there's no funny business in your actions as Master Mask, there should be no problem with you telling us your strategy. So let's hear it.
Yes, please provide the court with your testimony about your plan to steal the secret urn. This is about where we were.
Thereabouts, yeah.
Yeah.
I won't go through all the pressing though this time.
I first received the request from Lordly Taylor about 20 days ago. The urn was placed in a box and Zvari. It was then sent to the warehouse. Hence, I was actually unable to see the urn for myself until the day of the crime. I knew it was an extremely valuable treasure, so I sent my card 10 days beforehand. I then handled security by myself to ensure that my crime would go smoothly. At last, I held the urn in my hands for the first time at 1 AM on October 12th.
I am on October 12th.
I am!
That's pretty much all stuff we've heard before, isn't it?
Alright, Fluffy.
Yeah, but we'll find the truth hidden in the nuggets of new information he gave.
Witness, you're sure there are no mistakes this time?
Zvari.
Very well then, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination.
Mr. Atby, if you really are Master Mask, then you also wrote this calling card, correct?
But of course.
Is there a problem with that calling card?
Allow me to read a passage from the calling card that Master Mask had written.
Take good care of the speckled urn. Now, the speckled here surely refers to this pink pattern on the sacred urn.
Yes, that is true. But so what?
Truth be told, there is no way that Master Mask could have known about this pattern.
What do you mean?
This pink spotted pattern on this urn is actually nothing more than paint stains.
Paint stains?
And these stains did not appear until after the urn had been taken to Lordly Taylor.
I'm not finding this joke to be very funny, Mr. Trite.
The day the sacred urn was taken to the warehouse, the urn was broken due to human error, or should I say, this bitch be clumsy. And that's what the pink urn got on the paint. Fuck, I don't know.
Ugh, you can't be serious.
And yet this calling card clearly mentions the paint pattern. Which means Detective Atme had seen this urn long before the crime ever took place. In fact, he saw it when this fake photo was taken. And because this photo was a fake, your alibi for the night of the murder no longer holds water.
Good.
Case closed, Your Honor.
Witness, do you have anything to say for yourself?
All right, I did it. He's broken.
Nick, I think it's still a little early for a victory pose.
Huh?
A rabbit.
Oh, just in time.
Ha! It's so sad. No one has any conviction these days.
Conviction, you say?
Yesterday, we all had decided unanimously that this man was Master Mask. And now we're calling him a murderer. You don't think we're being a tad fickle?
That's a good point.
No way! Don't fall for that too, Your Honor.
You say that Look At Me was the one who killed Ken Bullard. Then let me ask you this. Why would you do that?
An excellent point. Motive, Mr. Wright. Motive. Might you at my merry murderous motive manifest?
Nick, he's getting his second wind.
Oh.
I knew it. I fucking knew it.
God damn it.
Fucking perfect.
I was waiting for it and it still fucking got me.
It still fucking got me, god damn it.
I was hoping it would happen again.
You got
No,
really
it's
just great momentum, but I had to ruin it.
No, it was brilliant.
If he prepared an alibi and pinned his crime on Ron Delight, as you say, he must have been had a very strong motive for murder.
The only one with any motive we've seen is Ron Delight. Isn't that right, Detective?
Yes, sir.
Indeed. According to my own research, the boy's motive is clear.
Without a motive, it's nearly impossible to prove guilt in a murder case.
I just thought Luke Atme has successfully investigated Luke Atme and decided that Luke Atme is not guilty.
Self-metal, it's great.
Look at me as Blizzard, huh? Well, look
Now then, maybe you can enlighten us as to what the defendant's motives were.
That's cold, brother.
I'd be honored to, Sir Oldtimer.
Doing everything they can to make Ron look suspicious. I mean, he does a good job of that himself, but despite our lack of hard information, this may be our only chance.
I, Luke Atme, had no points of contact with the victim whatsoever. Kane Bullard decided to investigate Mask Damask and simply mistook who he was. It was Mr. Bullard who wrote the blackmail letter and sent it to Ron Delight. And it was again Mr. Bullard who harbored a grudge against Mr. Delight for his betrayal. Mr. Bullard's mistake was quite excusable. The defendant truly believes he is Mask Damask. That is why Mr. Delight saw it as fit to kill Kane Bullard. Truly a tragedy. I'm having a fucking stroke.
It's okay, I think that's going around tonight.
Oh, we all are. All of us having a stroke. So the victim, Kane Bullard, blackmailed the defendant?
Without one collective brain cell.
And now it's my turn with the brain cell. This is the blackmail letter found in the defendant's apartment. A handwriting test confirms that Mr. Bullard was indeed the one who wrote the letter.
What? Blackmail letter updated in the court record.
Something, Toaster.
Very well, Mr. Wright. Begin your cross-examination.
Fuck yeah, I caught a fledgling. Suck it, bitches.
Oh, me too.
Oh, hell yeah. Got fledglings, bro. I'm just fucking blitzing through this. Wait, where'd it go? Mind if I ask you a few questions, Detective Atme?
Well, if it's just a few, I guess it's all right.
Good. When you said that this letter was addressed to Rhonda Light, I couldn't help but notice one major contradiction.
Contradiction?
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 I don't know. Goddamn it. I don't know where a walking contradiction like you gets off saying things like that.
Wow, that's fucking rude, bro.
At times like these, men are made to express themselves with their fists.
Please don't punch me.
Why don't you show us what you've got there, Junior?
Indeed. Time to man up, Mr. Wright.
I want you to punch me in the face as hard as you can.
Show us the contradicting evidence in the contents of the blackmail letter.
Fuck, I don't know, man. This, I guess. Take a good look at this newspaper clipping. It contains a picture of the Tear of a Menenon, the stolen jewel.
What about it?
The problem is this jewel's color.
Color? I'm not much for discussing color myself.
According to the clipping, the color of the stolen jewel was blue. However, in the blackmail letter, a totally different jewel is mentioned. I'll take that red diamond you received the other day.
Red?
Which means, the red diamond described in the blackmail letter is not the Tear of a Memenemenemen that Master Mass stole at all. Manon.
And your point is, Mr. Track. So you're trying to say that this blackmail letter was intended for someone else? That is what you're trying to say, right, Track?
That is what you're trying to say, right, Mr. Wright?
Well, what is it that you're trying to say? Oh my god. Yeah.
It's spreading.
Yes. Yes. To all of you. This is who Kane Bullard was actually blackmailing. My attorney's badge. That joke never gets old. Naturally, it was you, Detective Atme.
Do you have some sort of basis for that claim?
Not really.
He never does.
Just because I'm wearing it on my ring finger doesn't mean anything.
Hey, I haven't got to that part yet. You have been personally involved in every single Master Mass case. And in the last case, you recovered what was stolen. And received a jewel. As your reward.
A jewel?
Yeah, like bejeweled. Probably the one wrapped conspicuously around your divine finger. That red diamond ring. That is the red diamond in the letter here, right? Which means that Kane Bullard wrote that letter in order to blackmail you! Detective Atme, you are the bitch!
Damn! Order! Order in the court!
It seems you've gone too far with your childish planks. Fucking planks, god damn it!
What is this? Like in 2010?
What is this, Sea of Thieves?
I'm gonna start that again.
Yep, fair.
It seems you've gone too far with your childish planks. Oh, fucking stupid.
Good I living in the year 3000.
Uh-oh, I don't like the way you said plank.
Can't Bullard blackmail and look at me? Are you for real?
Yes, I am.
Nick, come on! Stand up to him! Grow a spine! Have some balls!
Then answer me this. The blackmail letter contains the following passage. If you don't want your identity revealed to the world...
Yes, it certainly does.
Cain Bullard threatened to make Luke Atmey's identity public knowledge. An identity he wanted to keep a secret. So just what was that identity?
Atmey killed Cain Bullard because he was afraid of his secret becoming known. What was the identity he wanted to keep secret?
This is what it all comes down to, Nick.
The identity that Luke Atmey wanted to so desperately keep a secret was his identity as... Luke Atmey was a blackmailer.
Objection! Hey now, isn't
You're a
that a
rock
little
star.
different from what you've been saying? You said that Cain Bullard was the one blackmailing Luke Atmey. Are you saying that Atmey was blackmailing someone else on top of that?
You have to admit, that does sound a little odd.
It's not odd. It's the only thing that makes any sense. Cain Bullard was blackmailing Luke Atmey. But Ron Delight was also being blackmailed by a certain someone. So did you start receiving blackmail letters after this incident?
Yes, just a few days after the Tears of Emanon heist.
I don't know what the fucking Emanon is, but...
After that, I started getting the plans in the mail. I received plans for some very kind person. Incredibly detailed plans. Detailed plans? In which case, that would mean that Ron Delight was actually Master Mask.
That is what we are claiming. Someone else came up with the plans and had Mr. Delight steal his targets for him. And that someone was none other than Luke Atmey.
Shh! Silence! Now I see. It's all becoming clear.
What is?
When you were in grade school, you received the same report card every year. Careless, with a tendency to jump to conclusions. Am I wrong?
How did you...
You say that I, Luke Atmey, was blackmailing Ron Delight. In which case I would naturally know all about his relation to Mask Demask.
Well, yes.
Ron Delight started receiving plans for his second crime onward, correct? Which means I learned of his identity when he committed the first crime.
Good point. You certainly couldn't have blackmailed him otherwise.
In that case, let's see some hot, bitter evidence. During the first crime, how did Luke Atmey know that Ron Delight was Mask to Mask?
I think I see it.
See what?
When you were in grade school, you received the same report card every year. Gets into lots of mischief trying to be the center of attention.
What do you mean?
This newspaper clipping. It has a picture of you and Ron Delight in his guard uniform. It seems that Master Mask didn't just disappear into thin air. He just took off his outfit and hid it in a bucket.
That sounds far too stupid to be true.
Correct. With tricks like that, he couldn't fool a baby, let alone an ace detective. And that's when you figured it out too, Mr. Atmey. That's when you learned that under his mask, Master Mask was really Ron Delight.
What the? Was I supposed to be Master Mask?
You were anyways.
So I didn't even
You covered him his nose fit under the mask. I mean, really, let's be real now. He's fucking fraud, man. He's fucking
stupid.
This guy's a dickhead. Fuck this guy.
Why, I mean, I've never blackmailed anyone in my life. I'm a famous and proud ace detective and also mask damask. Why can't you understand that?
I'm afraid you are neither a proud thief nor an ace detective. You are a blackmailer and a murderer. That is your true identity.
Why you? How dare you even dare to imply that? Called us to follow the lowly depths, and with yourself, your big mouth of yours, you real fool. I say none of you can compare to my genius. You're saccharine to saccharinate. Come over there. Ace detective cannot handle blackmail, murder. It's enough to make one laugh.
That was a good laugh.
That was very amusing.
Laugh
Yeah.
you did. I like unhinged wizard. It would seem we've finally arrived at the real answer.
That was quite a performance by Mr. Atme.
Bailiff, please prepare a cell for Mr. Atme.
Objection!
The hammer that strikes too fast has no time to aim.
What do you mean? I'm already prepared to deliver my ruling.
I would like you to know that I passively emit this theme. Allow me to say one thing. I will be the one to judge.
Ugh.
You don't get much more in your face than that.
It appears that your claws weren't quite sharp enough, Mr. Trilogy.
What are you...
It's true that you've proven a lot of things. Things like Luke Atme was a filthy blackmailer. And that he wasn't at Lordly Taylor that night of the murder.
That's right. That's why he's the one who killed Mr. Bolt.
Oh my god!
You alright?
Oh god, what have you done? Oh no!
Alright.
Keep talking, and no one explodes.
There's still one thing you have yet to prove.
What's that?
Just because he wasn't at the warehouse doesn't mean he was at the murder scene.
My god, he's right. He's so sexy and hot. Oh my god.
Therefore, if you can't prove that this pitiful excuse for a man was at KB Security...
Aye, aye, aye.
What the fuck is going on?
Then I don't see how a verdict can be delivered.
Get
No way! Oh, it stopped, Sag.
Order! Order in the court! Well, Mr. Wright.
This is it. This is the final round. I gotta prove that Atme was in Mr. Bullett's office on that night.
But can you really prove that?
That's long enough, Mr. Trilogy. I want to hear your answer.
That night, Luke Atme was at KB Security, and the defense... I can't prove it.
Just as I thought. You cheeky galah.
But, if we hear more of Detective Atme's testimony...
Unfortunately, that's as far as you go, Mr. Trilogy.
What do you mean?
I won't allow for any more testimony, that's what I mean.
What?
Have you forgotten? Luke Atme is here after we interrupted his own trial. And you have failed to prove that he committed the murder. I think it's time for this witness to return to his own trial. And face his guilty verdict as mask to mask.
No.
Well now, Sir Lawyer, it seems that love wins out in the end after all. I am the ace detective as well as mask to mask. My verdict will verify that. Justice Rhonda Lights will verify that he is the true murderer. I declare that with the full force of my ace detectiveness.
Order! Order in the court! That's enough deliberation over this witness.
I can't believe this. At this rate, Ron is...
Don't give up now, Nick. We still have tomorrow. We can look for more evidence and...
By then, it'll be too late.
Huh? Why?
Double jeopardy. One of the most basic rules of any court of law.
Double Jeopardy? I love that movie.
Should a defendant be tried and found innocent in court, that defendant cannot be tried again for the same crime. This is a fundamental rule of all courts. And it applies to this witness as much as it applies to anyone else.
Mr. Atme will be found guilty in a matter of minutes. Guilty as mask to mask, which means...
he will be innocent as far as the murder of Kane Bullard is concerned.
It is a real law in Australia, yeah.
No way.
The fact that you were unable to prove Mr. Atme's guilt of that crime here means that he will never again be tried as Kane Bullard's murderer.
Man, fuck that law.
Fuck due process.
Now there's nothing I can possibly do to win. Even if Ron is proclaimed to be innocent, real killer Luke Atme will go free.
You have cross-examined every statement the witness has made here today. And as long as there is no more testimony, I'm afraid I have to declare that there will be no further questioning of this witness. Are there any objections? None? Not at
Head
all?
and
Okay.
hands animation.
Then, I hereby end the cross-examination of Luke Atme.
This is you, Hera.
As
Woo.
I'm assuming. I think I see it. Joanna, when you were a child, this is what was on your report card every year. Has poor hearing and often makes mistakes as a result.
How did you...
Beanie, raise your head up high. Have you forgotten what I used to tell you? A warrior is someone who smiles no matter how bad it gets.
Wouldn't it be funny if it was Edgeworth?
God, I wish.
That voice. No way.
Long time no see, Feeny.
Mia! Fuck, I forgot to click there. This is the true power of the Karain channeling technique. I know that it's really Maya who's standing before me, but right now she's my mentor, Mia Fey.
Now, let's do this.
But there's nothing more we can do, Mia. Without any more testimony, I can't cross-examine.
Not yet. The testimony's not over yet.
What do you mean?
Joanna, just now you said something very interesting. You have cross-examined every statement the witness here has made. Today.
Yes, that's true. I also don't appreciate that condescending tone, but...
Unfortunately, Joanna, you're forgetting something. Earlier, after the last cross-examination, this witness made a number of remarks. Didn't he?
Egg?
That's right. Atme did say some things.
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
Yes.
Luke
Some things
Atme
well now.
said some things.
Well now, Sir Lawyer, it seems that love wins out in the end after all. I am having a stroke, as well as mask to mask. My verdict will verify that. just as Runda Lights will verify that he is the true murderer. I declare that with the full force of my ace detectiveness.
Yeah, yes, but these comments appear to have no importance whatsoever.
Very well. Then we shall prove their importance via cross-examination. At any rate, as long as this witness has made these remarks, we, the defense, assert our right to question them.
Still you.
I'm sorry, it's not correct. Is that alright with you, Master Gouda?
Is something the matter, Mr. Godot?
There we go. Ah, nothing.
Oh, Sir Lawyer, it looks like you're one step too late. If you think such falsehoods would do anything to me, look at...
Let's hear it.
Huh?
It's true that the witness made some remarks. So then, let's hear this last bit of cross-examination.
Mr. Godot, what are you...
Very well then, Mr. Look at me. I'm going to allow the defense to cross-examine your earlier remarks.
The defense would like to hear why you declared the defendant to be the true murderer.
So please give us one last bit of testimony.
Feeney, this is it. This is our absolute last chance.
Yes, Chief.
Pull your shit together.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Fucking saving your ass every time, man.
Every time.
Indeed, it is true. Indeed, it is true that I was not at Lordly Taylor. I had to leave to see about another vitally important job request. I had known about the date beforehand, so I had this photograph readied. My brilliant deduction was that informed me that the true culprit was Ron Delight. And thanks to the keycard and wallet, it was abundantly clear that he was there. I was also able to make a deduction from the buzzer, which only sounded once. The button did not have any fingerprints on it. Why? The victim would have left prints if he sounded it, which means the killer sounded it. Mr. Delight was wearing his Master Mask outfit, which is why he left no prints. And the blackmail letter? The victim likely just mistook the color of the jewel. Zvari! Therefore, all the evidence points to that poor boy.
His testimony actually seems to hold up pretty well.
The witness's earlier remarks do not appear to have been hastily prepared. All of his points have been explained, and none of them seem to contradict anything.
But of course.
But, how did you know about the emergency buzzer?
The police investigation documents went directly through me. And I always look over all the documents. It's elementary, Sir Lawyer.
Are you gonna make even more trouble for us now, Sir Lawyer?
I will not allow any of your usual shenanigans, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor.
You cannot postpone Look at Me's trial any longer. This is your last chance.
Hang on a
the
sec.
story of a girl.
Just one chance?
It seems that the party's about to begin.
Well, Feeney?
There isn't any evidence that contradicts with that testimony.
So it would seem.
What do you mean, so it would seem?
Listen, Feeney, pointing out contradictions doesn't always mean you have to present evidence, does it? At any rate, this is our last chance. If you can't point out a case-breaking contradiction, you lose. That's all there is to it.
Cup number 17. The last cup. It seems like the time has come to put an end to this trial.
I have to find a fatal contradiction in this testimony. And I need to point it out without presenting evidence. Which means all I can do is find the contradictory remark and press it.
Remember, you only get one chance.
Very well
One
then.
opportunity.
You've got one shot, Mr. Wright. Please begin your final cross-examination. We have to raise the stakes for the third game, so you have to get around each case.
It's this actually is really fucking hard if you don't know which one it is. So I'm gonna save because I know which one it is, but I'm gonna save anyway just in case.
This brings me back to when I used to play the game. And they're like, oh shit, you can ask me a question, save the game.
There are literally 11 fucking like statements, and if you press the wrong one, you lose. Pretty sure it's this one. Mr. Atme, about this last remark.
You still don't get it, do you, Trilogy? This isn't the time to be pressing the witness on every little statement.
I'm afraid you're the one who still doesn't get it, Mr. Godot.
What?
Mr. Atme, it seems you have finally admitted that you were in the CEO's office on the night of the murder.
How can you say that?
Let's review your testimony, shall we, Mr. Atme? The button did not have any fingerprints on it. Why? Mr. Delight was wearing his Master Mask outfit. Is that correct?
Indeed, that's what I said. My deductions are absolutely foolproof.
More like your deductions prove that you're a fool.
I'm sorry? Whatever do you mean?
For some reason, I'm starting to get really thirsty.
When exactly? I don't know why, but that delivery was fucking great. When exactly did we learn the fact that Ron Delight was dressed as Master Mask when he went on the scene of the crime?
That was,
It was just a few hours ago. Back when my sixth cub was looking at me with a cold stare.
Huh? Oh, did I forget to mention it before? I'm sorry. I just never had a chance to mention it up until now.
That's right.
It's Femboy Fridays.
Oh.
My
defendant.
favorite day.
Nothing like a cup of coffee and a feed full of femboys.
Nothing like a cup of coffee and a femboy to wash it down.
Oh boy. It's Femboy Friday.
I can hear the fan fiction writing itself.
Okay. That's right. The defendant had yet to tell anyone else this fact before this morning. Therefore, the only people who should have known are those who have been watching this trial.
Oh, it's me.
It's you. I'm you. You understand now, Detective Atme? There's no way you should have known about that!
What am I fighting for?
What am I fighting for? You were in the next room being tried as Master Mask, so then enlighten us. How did you know about that piece of information?
Well...
Come on. This detective must have known about it. He probably had plenty of chances to find out beforehand.
And it's those chances I want to discuss next. That night, Mr. Delight was wearing Master Mask's outfit. There is one and only one way for Detective Atme to have found that out.
Only one.
One way, you say?
Please recall, if you will, Mr. Delight's testimony.
When I entered the office, there was a suspicious shadow there. It scared the shit out of me.
For a second, my client witnessed the real killer.
But Mr. Delight never saw his attacker. So there's no way to tell whether or not the real killer was looking at me.
It's with that statement that I'll turn this case on its head.
Just what are you implying?
Mr. Delight saw the real killer, correct? Now, if you turn that statement around, it stands to reason that the real killer had also seen Ron Delight.
Impossible.
Knew that silhouette looked familiar.
Oh my god.
Ah! Detective Atme, you saw Master Mask at the murder scene that night. You saw him when you killed Kane Bullet and assaulted Ron Delight. That was the only way you could have known what Ron was wearing. Oh god, a rocket is taking off. What is happening?
Earthquake.
Oh.
He's ascending?
Oh my god, he's going suicide.
Take a good look, everyone. Unable to find a rival worthy of my genius, I was forced to create one by myself. Here I am, the tragic clown.
That's the same line you gave yesterday.
But I think there's a little more meaning behind it this time.
What an awfully complicated incident. Kane Bullard was blackmailing Luke Atme, who was in turn blackmailing Ron Delight. And upon killing his blackmailer, Luke Atme tried to frame Ron Delight. He then claimed to be guilty as Master Mask in order to escape his true crime.
And to that end, he came up with this plan. He used the double jeopardy rule when making his alibi.
At any rate, it would seem we've finally found the truth. Excuse me. I came perilously close to besmirching the record of an innocent young man. Besmirching him with the title of murderer. Don't ignore me! Oh, I didn't realize you were there.
Why wouldn't he be?
About the verdict. I know you never committed any murder. That's right. I'm so glad you understand that. But I really am Master Mask! Huh? So, thanks to that trial yesterday, I'm innocent now, right? What was it you said? Double jeopardy? Now that you mention it.
I've been careless.
Careless? What do you think, Mia?
As the defendant says, the rule of double jeopardy is absolute. A defendant can never be tried twice for a crime in which he was once found innocent.
Then Master Mask is really innocent?
It would seem so. For now.
But for now? I don't want to defend him when that happens.
Now then, this court finds the defendant. Say it with me. Not guilty! Oh, was everyone that said it? Okay.
Not guilty! Yeah,
Not
did it.
guilty!
What? Boy,
Gets him every time.
boy, this is really lucky. Wait, this isn't so good after all. You see, the thing is, I still am Master Mask after all.
And his wife is gonna come for him.
October.
Oh, she gonna come. Or him.
He gon' boom.
October 14th, 3:35 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 4.
You did it, Feeny.
Thanks, Mia. Oh, it's been a long time since you've had to bail me out, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's because Brian doesn't call on me much these days. She doesn't
Oh?
call anymore, Jenna Rhodes. Did I do something wrong? I'm just joking, Feeny. Don't take everything so seriously. But on the other hand, Maya, she seems kind of torn these days.
You mean about becoming the master of the Karain Channeling School?
Becoming the master means saying goodbye to our mother.
Misty Faye, right?
Watch over her, will you, Feeny?
Of course.
Well then, see you around.
I just realized she's not wearing a bra.
No, she's
I
not.
never do.
Mia.
Ah, Mr. Wright.
He's not wearing a bra either.
Not yet, anyway.
Oh no, he's absolutely wearing a bra over there.
He's wearing one of
Matching
Desi's
thong
bras.
as well.
Well, on Fridays, you can see me as
On Fridays, you'll see me, right?
And me! And me!
You'll see me in chat.
I don't know what to say.
Congratulations, Mr. Delight.
Thank you so much. No, wait. Nothing really matters anymore, though. Now that all this happens.
Come on, just be happy already!
Maya.
You've been cleared of the murder charges and got off as mask to boot.
But in exchange, I lost everything.
Huh? What do you mean?
Stealing security information from KB Security, becoming Master Mask. I did it all for one reason. For her.
You mean your wife, Desiree?
She hates criminals more than anything.
Come to think of it, she was once held hostage by some robbers, wasn't she?
She always said how she hated sneaky criminals. I knew that, but once I got fired from KB Security and lost all the money I had, she wouldn't have any reason to stay with me. I thought she would leave me for sure.
So that's why you became Master Mask?
Yes, but it's all over now.
She loves you, dummy.
A broken ball can
It's
never
all
be
over
put
now.
back together!
That's not true, right, Nick?
Right.
Really? Can we go back to the way things were?
You'll be fine, and Nick can prove it.
I can? Kinda wish you would check with me first. Mr. Delight, even if a bowl is broken, there's a way we can put it back together.
The sacred urn. Desi was the one who found this.
Desiree, your wife. She's always believed in you, Ron. That's why you'll be fine. You don't have to worry about anything. Speak of the devil?
There you are.
Mr. Light.
You did it, Ronnie Uranus, and I'm so happy.
Thank you. I appreciate that. But, I suppose you don't want anything more to do with me, do you?
Ronnie, why didn't you talk to me about what was going on? I had no idea you'd quit KB Security. I never imagined that you were really Mask to Mask either.
Miss Delight, what are you going to do now that you know? You're not going to really leave him, are you?
Come on, it's obvious, isn't it? How could I ever let a wonderful man like him get away? I love my little red boy, yes I do.
Oh,
After all.
my cheeks, my cheeks, Desi.
After all, my bike's really fast. So fast that there's no way he could ever get away.
But didn't you say you hated criminals?
Oh, I only hate people who act all cowardly and sneaky. Like that detective.
I see.
My Ronnie went and declared his crimes before he committed them. Like a man. I just love a man who's so chivalrous.
Chivalrous?
I knew I was right about you. Every day I spend with you is filled with thrills and excitement.
Desi.
Desiree, you really do love Ron, don't you?
Yes, I do. Nicky boy,
Yes.
I'm really glad I asked you to defend my Runny. Thank you so much. I'll never forget what you've done for us.
Oh, well, take care of yourself.
You too, Nicky boy.
I can feel my face going red.
Mr. Nick! Mystic Maya, congratulations!
Talk about bad timing.
Mr. Nick, how could you, with another man's wife in front of Mystic Maya? No,
No, I never...
I'll never forgive you!
He's fucking dead now. Pearl wins. Flawless victory.
Pearl just fucking juggle combos Phoenix in the corner.
I believe.
Rated E for everyone.
Should have been Pearl in Capcom vs Marvel.
Oh, you're right. Should have been. Hey.
God.
Goddamn. So just as the case came to a close, so too did my consciousness. Ron said, a broken bowl can never be put back together. But I know that's not true. I mean, just look. It's a perfect example of one that was put back together even better than before.
I am.
Army.
It takes a Tom girl to be a real man.
Thanks, Ron. Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, hell fucking yeah.
This next episode has maids in it.
This episode was made for me.
Yeah, it was.
Yo, Godot had Phoenix up on the ropes, though.
That's gonna become a trend, just so you know.
Fucking love Godot.
Fuck Godot, so
Fair.
good. I'm so
Big
glad.
fan.
I'm so sorry about the scuff halfway through that. That's gonna be fun editing that for YouTube. I'm gonna have to put like a Supe talks to himself for half an hour.
Be the opportunity to plan ahead some jokes.
Yeah.
You'll just have to go through and just be like, all right, this like half an hour chunk, just get rid of it.
Just get rid of it. Don't need it, man. Don't need it.
I'll just what I'm gonna do is I'll like put like one of those things that's just like Supe talks to himself for half an hour. It's like do 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 do, and then it comes to the realization of, oh